mode of reproduction. Next, nutrition in plants. Nutrition in plants. Okay, let us see about nutrition again. Nutrition in plants. Nutrition in plants. Okay, what is nutrition actually? Nutrition means already I told you process of taking of nutrients. Process of taking of nutrients. Process of taking of nutrients is called nutrition process. Here in this chapter we will discuss about nutrition in plants. How plants take nutrients, how they prepare the food material, like these different types of topics. You know very well that plants are autotrophs. Plants are actually autotrophs. Plants are actually, what are they? Autotrophs. What are autotrophs? Autotrophs means organisms which produce their own food material, or which prepare their own food materials are called autotrophs. Plants are autotrophs, means in plants mode of nutrition is autotrophic modes. Autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition is present in plants. Are you understanding? Okay, observe here. Listen carefully. How this autotrophic mode of nutrition occurs. Actually, plants have very important pigment, that is chlorophyll pigment. That is chlorophyll pigment. Next, due to presence of this green color chlorophyll pigment, due to presence of green color chlorophyll pigment, they can perform photosynthesis process. They can perform photosynthesis process. What is photosynthesis process? What is photosynthesis process? Actually, photosynthesis means process by which, listen carefully, process by which green plants prepare their own food material or their food material by using or from simple substances, like carbon dioxide, water, carbon dioxide, water, by using sunlight, by using sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. Observe carefully, very important process it is. This is the definition for photosynthesis process. Here, carbon dioxide, water, these two play a very important role. Here, to discover the different types of important points and important materials involved in this process, that different types of scientists worked on this photosynthesis process to discover it. Who worked on this photosynthesis process? There are different types of scientists. Let us study those scientists. For example, Joseph Priestley. Joseph Priestley. He conducted experiments by using bell jar. By using bell jar, Priestley conducted number of experiments. Ultimately, he stated that one type of gas is released from the plants. That gas is absorbed by animals. Means animals damage the gas that released from the plants. Listen carefully here. Here, animals, listen carefully, or gas which is damaged by animals is fulfilled by or restored by plants. This is very important one here. Later, that gas was named as oxygen. That gas was named as oxygen. Understanding? Plants restore the oxygen which is damaged by animals. Okay. Next, and burning candle. Understanding? Like this, Joseph Priestley discovered the oxygen. Joseph Priestley discovered the oxygen gas. But this oxygen name, the name of the term oxygen, this name was given by Lavoisier. But oxygen was discovered by Priestley by conducting these experiments. Understanding? Okay. Next, other scientists also conducted number of experiments on this photosynthesis process. Next, some other scientists. For example, Ingenhousz. A scientist, Ingenhousz, and other scientists. Okay, different types of scientists conducted. Let us see one by one. Here, Ingenhousz. Who? Ingenhousz conducted number of experiments on the plants. Usually, he grew the plants in soil. He grew the plants in soil. For 5 years. For 5 years. Then he measured the weight of the soil. Listen carefully here. Before growing the plants, he took the weight of the soil. He took the weight of the soil. Listen carefully here. Weight of the soil. After 5 years, after growing plants, again he took the weight of the soil. Based on that result, he stated that plants take different types of nutrients or food materials not only from soil, but also from other sources. Okay, this statement was proposed. Understanding? Next, other scientists, different types of scientists. For example, Engelmann. He also conducted experiments on the photosynthesis process, and he discovered the blue light and red light. Red and blue light. These two are the very important wavelengths of lights for photosynthesis. Are these two lights, rate of the photosynthesis, rate of photosynthesis is maximum. Here Ingenhousz also stated light plays very important role in photosynthesis process. If there is no light, oxygen gas does not produce. Oxygen gas does not produce. Means photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis. It is also not occurred when there is no light. When there is no light. Understanding? Like this, there are number of experiments about different types of scientists here. Okay, once observe all. Here, factors or materials involved involved in photosynthesis. Here, materials involved in photosynthesis, main ones are first one is carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, next other fourth one is sunlight. These are the four important materials involved in photosynthesis process. Involved in photosynthesis process. Understanding? Okay. Okay, see, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is necessary for the photosynthesis. If there is no carbon dioxide, photosynthesis process does not occur. Moles half-leaf experiments. Who? Moles. Moles half-leaf experiment explained the importance of carbon dioxide in photosynthesis process. Here in moles half-leaf experiment, in moles half-leaf experiment, usually scientists took the potassium hydroxide. Why this potassium hydroxide was used in this activity? To observe, to absorb, to absorb carbon dioxide from water, This is the important one. Next, important, remember this. Next, iodine solution, tincture iodine is also involved, is also used. Why this is used here? To test the presence of starch. Presence of starch. Listen carefully. These are important two chemicals used in this activity. Next, another one, destarched plants. Destarched plants. Destarched plants also used. What is destructure plant here? Destructure plant means without starch. Plant without starch. Listen carefully. This type of plant was also used in this activity. Ultimately, Moll stated that carbon dioxide is necessary for the photosynthesis process. Carbon dioxide process is necessary for the photosynthesis process. Okay, next, water. Water is also very important. Water is also very important one here. Listen how this gas is entered into the plant. How this gas is entered into the plant. Carbon dioxide is necessary, okay. How plants how plants absorb carbon dioxide from air. Actually, carbon dioxide is very important one. From where carbon dioxide is absorbed by plants? Actually, from atmospheric air. From atmospheric air, carbon dioxide is absorbed. How plants absorb carbon dioxide from atmosphere? How means? There are some small, minute pore-like structures on the leaves. For example, they are usually stomata. Usually they are stomata. Listen carefully. Carbon dioxide is absorbed by plants here. How means? On leaves, we can observe very minute pore-like structures. These are called stomata. Where stomata are located? Actually on leaves. On leaves. For example, already we discussed it. This is here stoma. This stoma pore is surrounded by two bean-shaped cells. These are called guard cells. These are called guard cells. Around the guard cells, specialized dermal cells are present. These are called subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells. Through this minute pore-like structure stomata. Carbon dioxide is entered into the plant. Carbon dioxide is entered into the plant. Understanding? This is a very important structure stomata. Actually, in dicot plants, in some plants, in some plants, God cells are in kidney shape. Okay, or God cells are in bean shape. In bean shape. In some plants, these are in dumbbell shape. These are in dumbbell shape. Are understanding? This is the very important structure. Through this, carbon dioxide is entered. Next, listen carefully. Here, diffusion process plays very important role. Which process? Diffusion process. What? Diffusion process plays very important role in absorption of the air from atmospheric air. Carbon dioxide gas from atmospheric air. So what is the use of this carbon dioxide? Okay, actually in next class we'll discuss about carbon dioxide. Now, second one. Second factor, that is water. That is water. Listen carefully. Here, before discussing about the water, let us observe use of the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, okay. Carbon dioxide is absorbed into the plants and ultimately it is entered into the cells. Entered into cells. Next, from cells into the chloroplast. Into chloroplast. Chloroplast means it is one organelle, one type of organelle present in cell. One type of organelle present in cell. Chlorophyll pigment is located inside of the chloroplast. Inside of the chloroplast. Understanding? Next, inside of the chloroplast, carbon dioxide molecules. 6 carbon dioxide molecules are condensed and form glucose molecule and form glucose molecules. For condensation process, here 12 ATP molecules are used. Actually, total 18 ATP molecules are used. Next, 12 NADPH molecules. NADPH. Listen carefully. These two are energy forms. These two are energy forms. These two are energy forms. This 18 ATP molecule of energy, 12 NADPH molecules of energy is used for condensation of 6 molecules of carbon dioxide into the glucose. Understanding? Observe carefully. Next, carbon dioxide molecules are combined together. Here, glucose molecules are combined together and form starch. And form here starch. Observe carefully. Here, carbon dioxide. This is very important carbon source for food material. Carbon dioxide is taken from atmospheric air. Atmospheric air. Okay, observe carefully. This is over here carbon dioxide. You know, in atmosphere, percentage of carbon dioxide is 0.03%. When carbon dioxide percentage is increased in atmospheric gas, atmospheric air, what will happen? Global warming occurs. Global warming occurs. Observe carefully. In addition to stomata, we can observe another cells, another pore-like structures, lenticels. What? Lenticels. Sometimes only. Lenticels also involve in absorption of carbon dioxide, only sometimes. Maximum stomata are used. Observe all important points carefully. Next, second material or factor is water. Water. H2O. Here, actually, water is present in soil. You know, daily we pour water to plants. Where in soil, actually, we have to pour. Okay. Observe, when we pour water in soil, plants absorb or plants take the soil from take the water from soil. For example, soil water or water present in soil is absorbed by plants. How means? Plants have specialized structures inside of the soil. They are called usually roots. Roots absorb water. Roots absorb water from soil. Here, during the absorption of the water, during the absorption of water, osmosis process. Osmosis process plays important role. What is osmosis? Osmosis means movement of water. Movement of water from low concentration to high concentration to high concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. By this process, water is absorbed into the roots. Absorbed into roots. Then from roots, absorbed water is transported. Absorbed water is transported to all body parts by xylem tissue. By xylem tissue. Xylem means it is one type of tissue or one part present in plants. Through this xylem, water is transported to all parts. Water is transported to all parts. Ultimately, water is entered into the cells. Into cells. Inside of the cells. Inside of the cells. Then chloroplast. Water is transported into the chloroplast. Inside of the chloroplast, during the photosynthesis process, what will happen? Water is broken down. Water is broken down into two H plus ions plus two electrons plus O. Oxygen means half O2. Half O2. Listen carefully. Water is broken down into like this. During the breakdown of water, here we can observe oxygen is evolved. This evolved oxygen is released into the atmosphere. Released into atmosphere. Like this, plants release the oxygen into the atmosphere. Means in photosynthesis process, water is produced. From which material water is evolved actually from water. From water. Listen carefully. This ATP molecule here, two H plus ions, they are used to produce the ATP molecules. Next, electrons. These are also help to produce ATP molecules. To produce ATP molecules. Observe carefully. Next, third one, chlorophyll. Third one, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. It is very important pigment. Actually, it is green color pigment. Green color pigment. Here, what is the location of chlorophyll? It is located a specialized structure of cell, that is chloroplast. That is chloroplast. In chloroplast, green color pigment is present. Observe carefully. Next, chloroplast. When we observe the chloroplast is surrounded by two membranes like this. Inside of the chloroplast, we can observe membranous structures like this. These membranous structures are called thylakoid membranes. Thylakoid membranes. Inside of the chloroplast, fluid filled space is present, that is called stroma. Like this, chloroplast is present on membranes of the thylakoids, or on thylakoid membranes, green color chlorophyll pigment is present here. Chlorophyll pigment has very important ion, that is magnesium ion. That is magnesium. Listen carefully. Next, what is the function of the chlorophyll pigment? Chlorophyll pigment traps the sunlight and converts the solar energy into chemical energy. Here it traps sunlight energy and converts into chemical energy chemical energy. This is the main function of the chlorophyll pigment. Here, chemical energy is actually ATP. Chemical energy means actually here ATP. ATP means full form is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. This is the main function of the chlorophyll pigment. In photosynthesis, also chlorophyll traps the sunlight energy or solar energy and converts into chemical energy. This is the main function of chlorophyll. Main function of the chlorophyll. Observe all.